Springtime in Italy, Lake Como, the town of Cernobbio, and the Villa Este Hotel. Yes, the Villa Este Hotel, where the Concorso de Elgance Villa Este will take place this weekend. Some other kind of transportation here on the lake. The Villa Este. Now you know when a truck like this shows up, you know, bright yellow, there's something special. Yes, it's a Hispano Suiza. Things to come. Oh, the fun of it all. It's like unwrapping a package. Exquisite detailing. Example. Styled by Fernand and Darren, Paris. Only at Villa Este. Little mist on the chrome this morning, but well, this program is sponsored by BMW, and here's an appropriate response: the brand new Rolls-Royce. Wow, unbelievable. This is the new coupe. Okay, let's watch this door now. How's that? Okay, check this out. How's that? Now this is sound, but you can't even hear it running. Very, very impressive. Little boat watching. Lake Como, it's marvelous. Well, here's our next piece of eye candy coming out of the truck. Delahaye. Absolutely beautiful. Pretty nice specimen right here in front of the hotel. Yeah, it's a lot of fun just waiting for all these trucks to show up. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, let's see if it starts. Trying. Uh-oh. All right, the next one to roll out is a beautiful ATS. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. What a setting to bring the car to. The lighting is just perfect. Interesting symbology, ATS. Well, again, here's our next one. 410 Ferrari. Boy, this yellow really stands out here today. So while we're unloading the Ferrari, what shows up here? Oh, this isn't Italian. I don't know what is. Now you go from this to this. Now how's this for an arrival? Magnificent. Alfa Romeo. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, here's two Alfa Romeos. They're just absolutely, just spectacular. God, this stuff, it just keeps coming out. Marvelous. It's an Isata Francini. Priceless. Marvelous car. 8-liter engine. And what year is it?
1929.
29. And everything in this car is original. It has been repainted, but everything else as it was. Even the tools. Now the serial number on this Bentley is 777777. No kidding. That's what it's all about. Getting ready for the big show. A feast for the eyes. I don't know if this is in the show or not, but my goodness, this is a neat little vehicle. Any way to get a car here. Now check this out. Here's a Pegasso V8. Oh, look at this. And look what you have right here. These are so rare. The Asada Francini. They need attention. 7 liters original. Well, it's too tight in here to unload these cars, so they're going to go out. They'll be back. Oh, look what just arrived. Damiler. Spectacular. And right in front of the entrance. What a scene. What a car. This won Pebble Beach many years ago. Damiler 66 is a V12. Now here we are at the entrance to the hotel, and they're starting to really line up. I like the sound. D-type. SS. And now we have a Rolls-Royce making the ramp creak. Magnificent. Again, the final touch. Ooh. Another one of the BMW display cars. That orange one was... Incidentally, this old Rolls-Royce started right up. Carry on. Oops. Well, here's another one. This is a gorgeous Ferrari. Ferrari started up. Very nice. You know, the show is known for elegance, right? No matter what age car. And look at that color. And now I like just arrived. What, they're not letting it in? Come on, come on, come on. Back to the front of the hotel, this Damiler 66. I tell you, it is impressive. The interior of this Damiler has tools under the back seat. Now the gentleman from FIFA is interviewing the people. That's what happens. All the cars are scrutinized at one time. And we got a Voisin. Out the windshield, almost aircraft in nature. All aluminum body. Four-cylinder Ferrari. Fun being here today. Aston Martin. What a wonderful atmosphere. We got a chance to see that Bugatti we saw coming in earlier with a great supercharger sound. All kinds. Yeah, there's some nice photo opportunities here. Villa Este. Starts right up. Voisin. Marvelous car. So docile. Bugatti. Sada Francini. Go into the garage. You got the yellow flowers, you got the yellow Ferrari. Ferrari Dino Pininfarina concept car. It's just now in private possession. It used to be in the Farina Museum. .206 Dino engine. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is why I come to this show. Get right down. Again, what a setting here. Something happened to the Dino and it has to coast in, but still get to see how nice this little car looks. You could call it hybrid now, it sounds so quiet. And there it goes. Sometimes they don't run. Let's look at this Dino one more time. Absolute purity of design. All right, I obsess, but this is so choice. Well, BMW is the sponsor of this wonderful program. And the M1 this year is being celebrated for its anniversary. Oh my God. We'll see more of this one. I'm gonna run down and check it out. One of the prototypes. It's a Hundai prototype. Marvelous. Oh, sounds like a diesel. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Marvelous shape. Again, what makes this show so good? I mean, it just arrived, but all plastic inside, but exciting, yes. Yes, and look at the double bubble sunroof. Unreal. Fantastic. From every view, it's fabulous. Coming at you. It's got a few little problems in the wheels touching the fenders. Now you go from that prototype to this prototype. Contrast. I'm back. 30th anniversary of the BMW M1. Looks brand new. Now look at the Dino running now. Love that V6 sound. Nice to see it moving again. Followed by 250 Ferrari. AGS. V8. A little mid-engine V8. Micheletti Triumph just arrived. Yeah, a Vignale Triumphs, designed by Micheletti. Lancia Stratos being launched. A Lancia being launched out of the truck. Bertone, and it's in day glow, as you can see. Yeah, it's noisy, all right. Little V6, Ferrari V6. Now, how about this? Here's an M1 coming in orange. Great little car. Big arrival time today. Well, first car this morning is the 1950 Mille Miglia winner, Ferrari 166. The lighting on this car right at the moment is marvelous. That great soft color. Again, just beautiful. Well, the arrivals have been a little slow this morning, but all of a sudden we got some excitement. This is a Lexus LFA it's called. Pretty exciting. Just so cool. Ooh, nice sound. Very nice. Boy, that V8 sounds marvelous. Vendley. Coming in style. An original Bentley. Now here's our newest arrival, Pininfarina. One really has to get down low to get a good view of this one. This is how you start one of these things. Turning around now. It's the Monte. 5. Ah, the Concorso. Now the FIFA inspection. Fun and games here in the morning. And now for the FIFA inspection. 4.5 liters. Supercharged. This is a very original XKSS. Look at the upholstery and everything. You'll see it's all original. Except for the car cover. The car has the original tires. Now up by the dining room of the hotel, as a photographic session goes on. Well, if you remember that Ferrari Mille Miglia winner we took earlier, well, here's the engine. Single carburetor. Quite interesting for a racing engine. 166. Now the Mille Miglia Ferrari is opened up here. I really don't think there's a more beautiful place than right here at Lake Como in Villa Este. Well, this beautiful location is enhanced by all the beautiful cars. A Ghia 8V Fiat engine. Now here's why it's so nice here. An Italian car in Italy. Well, things are getting more colorful. By that I mean an additional color. Nice sunny day, nice sunny yellow Ferrari. Now other photo opportunities are taking place. And a return engagement here. Not a bad little publicity shot here. Bugatti. It's a 1935 SS90 Jaguar. First Jaguar sports car. This car, of all the cars I've seen, fits more here at the hotel than ever, than any of the others. You speak of elegance and grand style. Very appropriate. Now let's look at this SS90 engine. Gorgeous. This Rolls Royce almost has a longer nose than the 66. Now this is a double bubble with a special deck. What's to say about photo ops here? They're everywhere. A little reflection in the window here. A little reflection on the car. Boy, this car's shiny. Very alluring shot here. Villa Este. Another Hispano Suiza. We saw one earlier this week. Another one to the group. Oh, look what just came in. Delahaye. Very nice. Very, very nice. 1948.
21 built after the war. In this one.
Alright, here's that noisy Ferrari we saw yesterday. Now you've heard of these old cars and they need tools to be repaired and worked on. Whoa. Whoa. Now some of these owners have their own picture taken right in this beautiful, beautiful scene. Ferrari TRC. It's just so much fun being here and watching them detail their cars. Tomorrow's a big show. Another Bentley. They come in and they go out right here at the hotel. Looks like an Alfa Romeo. Yes, it is. With a Rome license plate. Is that nice? Oh, what a beauty. All of a sudden, there's a Pantara. Oh, this is the, I think the prototype Pantara. I think. Yes, it's the prototype Pantara. Kind of nice to see an earlier prototype. Again, with resemblance to the original or the manufactured one or the production one. Quite different. Of course, there's some newer cars here that show up at the hotel. It's quiet at lunch hour. What a place. Pantara prototype. Flying buttresses, the whole deal. Very, very nice. Asada Frontini. Magnificent car. Pininfarina Alfa Romeo. Stately presence. Now here's Renault's newest prototype for this year. A little different door action this year. Boy, look at the detailing in this car. Let's look at that door arrangement again. This is remarkable. Hand control behind the seat for some reason. Every year they have a wonder. Details. 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 Fabulous. Marvelous car. And this Rolls Royce just arrived. And I might add, by the sunshine, the weather is perfect. Perfect. 1926. They couldn't have parked this car in a more appropriate spot. Look at the background. Oh yeah, look at the car. Ah, Italy. Lake Como. Villa Este. I'm in love. Ah, the innocence of it all. So lovely sitting there. Another arrival. Can't tell exactly yet. Now the FIFA is looking over the Ferrari. So why don't we look under the hood too? Boy, is that sweet. Remember that car that came in earlier? This is a Ghia Jaguar. Yep, Ghia Jaguar. Imagine that. Really, really nice. Next car for FIFA is a Maserati. There's a new arrival. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. Look at this Alfa Romeo. Bella is right.
Farina, oh, look at the rear end.
Oh, God. This is sensational. Unreal. Just staggeringly beautiful. 1937 Alfa Romeo. incredibly simple interior. Look at the gear shift and just a couple of instruments. I'm having a time warp problem here. Look at these wonderful cars. Here's an interior again, and now let's look at the door panel here and the details. Marvelous. Here we are at the Villa Este hotel lobby, or entrance. Little short Mercedes. Now, does this fit the hotel or what? Boy, very fitting here for the hotel. 1937, this is at Alfa Romeo. Okay, here we are. Right in the hotel. I got another one. Yep. It's like James Bond here. Now you got that Alpha. Now here is the BMW, Mercedes-Benz Courier, Autobahn Courier. And here comes this Alfa Romeo, 1937. A work of art. And look at the little fin in the back. I love it. Now we'll go a little to the right or left there. Look at that. Look at the two marvelous vehicles. Yeah, beautiful. Turn from the drive. All right, here's the Zagato Vendley. Very attractive car. All right, two Mercedes here. Very rare. I'll give you the history on these things later. What are they, Mario?
680. Just a 680 Mercedes.
680 Mercedes. Two of them. Obviously the racing version. Now here comes another one. Oh, what a privilege. Magnificent. Magnificent. Now if you look at the luggage, probably the same vintage, and the trunk. Nice little detail. And you hear the word patina. It rings loud and clear. It rings true every Friday afternoon, late in the afternoon. A lot of cars start showing up. Yeah, here's that Maserati engine. These are the production Morgans. Nice appropriate arrival at the same time. So these are considered production, so they wouldn't be prototypes. Like bugs. Now look at this. Too much for the eye to behold. Now here's that engine on Mercedes. Another photo op. Original SS 100. 13,000 miles. And here are these Morgans. Hold it, who turned on the lights? This is the Lancia Staros prototype.
Don't listen to this man. He's a bullshit. Don't listen.
Out for a little drive today. Oh, the fun. This Friday afternoon is wonderful. Yeah, boy, here's contrast if there ever was one. A quiet moment here. Here's that Mercedes that has the ultimate patina. And by that I meant, look at here, oil can, various parts. Here's the engine to the Autobahn Courier. Well, the cars are still sitting out here, all looking wonderful. Bentley Continental Zagato concept. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Whoa, right over the hotel. Waiting to see this. It's a mid-engine Alfa Romeo. Unbelievable. Excelsior tires on it and everything. It's just sensational. Single seat, mid-engine. And so speaking of Alfa Romeos, here's one of the new ones. Unreal, just spectacular. Incredibly spacious interior. Boats going by the lake. Cars tops down. I mean, just lots of fun going on out here today. Wonderful Alfa. Unfortunately, the car is broken down, but boy, what a revolution. "70 years old, Alfa Romeo, 1938. The exhaust. It's bright and early in the morning, setup time. Get it right, get it lined up, perfect. SS90.
I got a box full of stuff in your bag.
Getting it just right. Positioning. Thundering sound. Wow. Vigorous entry to Hispano Suite. New BMW sedan. Very exciting. That's Europa Ferrari. One is passing the other here. Wow. A lot of action this morning. Voisin. And here's the Autobahn Courier. Mercedes 540. Quite spectacular, to say the least. And what an arrival, boy. Magnificent. Not a little biggies here. Yeah, they do blow off a little smoke once in a while. Bugatti. Hispano Suiza. Mercedes-Benz. Now as all that action's going on, over here the prototypes are starting to show up. In the early morning, almost completely set up. Pegasso, magnificent, a real rarity. A magnificent car. Beautiful day. Back to the prototypes. The new Mercedes sedan. Very unique. The Renault. Very unique. Very special. Such contrast between the two show areas. Little light play on the hood here, huh? Huge engine. The hood alone is a study in shape. A study in form. Yes, I'm obsessing, but it is fantastic. And 50 years old. All right, here's that Alfa Romeo we saw last night, and running very well, I might say. Look at the driving position, you know, she's right in the middle there, it's great. All right, I'm through. Uniqueness. Here's this marvelous Ferrari. Very early Ferrari. Sort of race car class here. Another Alpha. Good morning. Back to the prototypes, and here's two from General Motors. The Ford crossover, I think. Exciting car. All opened up. All right, you got to be ready for this. A glass floor. I've heard of a glass ceiling, but not a glass floor. Exciting though. I gotta say that is pretty scary. Yeah. Here we go. Check the doors. They're supposed to open. Here they go. Now the other. The representatives of this Ford say it's rather scary to drive with that glass floor. Remember the glass floor in the car? Well, how about a glass fender skirt? Or at least plastic. Kind of interesting shapes. Sunroof. Mercedes. That's that new CTS coupe, or coupe, and here's the Saab. And here's the Rin Speed. Hybrid. Zero emission. How about these wheels? Everything unique in this car. Now check the tire with a different material or different color material in the deep part. Another shot, and look at those floors. And the door. Those are designed. Back to the classics. Now here is, I believe it's an Alfa Romeo, I think. Pininfarina. Another spectacular after Alfa Romeo. Unreal. Now here's that party crasher every year. Look at this lineup.
If you look at it,
The Alfa Romeo, the one that just came in. Boy, when they make lineups, this is pretty hard to beat. A lot of color. And just beyond it is our party crasher. Every year. Interesting, almost looking the same. Similar looks. And we got the Hundai, which is very similar to the Ford. Apart next to each other. Transparency everywhere. This is a Hundai. And the door has to be recognized. The Renault, Hundai, and the Ford. At the entrance, BMW has its 30th anniversary of the M1 display. Bugatti. Stylistic rears. This ought to be called Colorful Corner. Wow. One has to remember, with all these cars, there's another dominant thing. And that's Lake Como. Very picturesque here. Visiting one of my favorites again. A lot of very special cars down in this corner. A marvelous lineup.
A las 2:30 en un desfile. Tengo el programa ahí delante.
This is the Damiler 66 or V12. Unbelievable. Interesting hood ornament. And the judges confer. Very old Ferrari. This is a Jaguar. I believe it's Ghia. This Maserati really brightens the day. Ferrari. Maserati. Ferrari. 35 Alpha mid-engine. Bugatti. Well, we got another one. Back to the prototypes just for a moment. There's the Ford and the Hundai. Yes, please. Yes, here we are. Ruining our lives. Yes, sir. Please. Yes, go.
Can I? Yes.
Yes. Ah, yes. I thought it never happened. And here we are. All right, it's after lunch. Still a lot of people looking at cars. We're getting ready for the big parade, judging. Beautiful afternoon. Looking forward to the excitement of the judging. It's sort of the competition corner here. Here's an interesting gathering in the corner here. Blacks and grays. We're about ready to begin the awards and the parade and the ceremony, so here are some of the trophies.
Concept cars in motion, under their own power. It's
Here are the
great to see
judges.
them at motor shows, but here you can actually appreciate Charles March, familiar to many of you. Lord March, the owner of Goodwood House in the UK, the Goodwood Estate, and founder and organizer of every year the Goodwood Festival of Speed. And these two gentlemen who are our hosts
Rolls-Royce
here today.
Peking to Paris Rally.
I'm going to take the...
Just now know what I've missed so far. It's a very special atmosphere, many car enthusiasts, so I feel...
Totally.
Now this is an
Rolls-Royce
interesting
Silver
Rolls-Royce. It's brought to us by Motorscape. Now going hand in hand, of course, with Rolls-Royce, supercharged Mercedes-Benz S-Type, brought to us by Franz Van Dino, tra l'altro.
I saw the Francini.
La carrozzeria preferita degli Falaschi. Even has
Or
the
Vendley.
appropriate handlebar moustache at the wheel. And the color-coded outfit. Now this is a young purchaser of this car did. He gave it as a present to his wife, who was a British film star. Can you build me an aircraft? And Gabriel Voisin thought nothing of this and said, sure, built the aircraft. Who studied in Geneva and then set up a factory in Spain, France. Well done, you.
Hispano Suiza.
Congratulations. Do come a little bit more forwards, just to
Bigger than life.
As we said earlier, this is the supercharged S-Type, actually the first sports Jaguar ever, and this is actually the first SS90 built of the series, and after spending many years in the USA, 110 of these, and this particular example has custom coachwork driving this splendid 320 Cabriolet A Mercedes-Benz.
And the prize will be handed over by David Archibald from Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. Please.
La Rolls-Royce Phantom 3, con carrozzeria realizzata dalla casa. Sensational coachwork. This sculptural body by Figo. The designs for the cars that Alfa Romeo raced in international events such as the Tripoli Tobruk and the Mille Miglia.
Really beautiful car.
Dopo la sua carriera agonistica, la carrozzeria originale. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. 35. Now this car is credited with e non è stata più vista sin da allora. Quindi a parte
The president of the jury, Mr. Lorenzo Ramacciotti, and if he's here...
This is 7SC, the S standing for surbaissé, which means lowered. Interest that designers have started to take in the 1930s, not just with putting ever bigger engines into their cars. I always thought I'd succeed as a car park today. The factory offered a series of body styles on their different cars, but perhaps none of them are more spectacular than this. This is the Autobahn client of the time, and bear in mind that Mercedes, of course, were very expensive cars. Delahaye owner since his teens.
Delahaye.
I think he spent his
Another
and the car was still very much a coach-built car. In this particular case, the body is by words. After the war, Bentley introduced the Mark VI, and this particular car is modern-day Bentley boy. It's Dr. Franz Josef Papken, who is the head, of course, of the Capolavoro di Pininfarina. Ciao Guido. Good afternoon, John Booker, here all the way from Houston, Texas. Good afternoon.
Serie ma di limitatissima produzione. Right, Simon?
Absolutely right. Shamahon, the Ferrari 166 Berlinetta with coachwork by Stabilimenti Farina. This was
collezionabile del dopoguerra.
Sì, solo 114 Fiat dalla Fiat stessa, dalla Fiat carrozzeria.
Jaguar.
That was one of their fortes. They always looked great. And very few, do come a little bit more forward, please. Very few cars were ever supplied with mechanics that look after these cars year-round in their home in the basement of the Calico building at 101 Park Hanson Car. At its finest. And of course, this was a project between Triumph and Vignale
In the outskirts of the city.
Now this really, to me, is... I have a soft spot for them myself. It's Gino Macaluso, Giro Perego, the president. Questa è una fuoriserie che ci viene portato da Corrado Lopez. Wonderful, look at that. Typical two-tone livery, the Ferrari 250. Bonjour Daniele. This year he's chosen a BMW, very topical. This drove the car from England to Monte Carlo and then here for good measure. So that he built. The Lamborghini 350 GT. Now look at the
chassis that of Italian design. And here we have an exceptional one who wins the
took on Wilfredo Ricard, who is a well-known automotive engineer. Again, a car with a one-off body by Gia of his creation, the Pantara 7X Montella of 1973, and I'm going to take advantage, if I may. I know that la macchina non ebbe seguito, rimase una dimenticata. Ferrari Dino 206S competition uses a detuned race engine. Believe it or not, this engine was from a car that raced at Le Mans. It still has the scrutineer's stamps on it. It really is. Look at that, fantastic. Absolute sculpture.
È una vettura veramente fuori dal comune, una vera show car da salone.
Space for the wife and meet the driver, although it does look as if it's made for a Stratos Zero, was fitted with a Lancia Fulvia engine, and it was
le grandi vetture sportive, le grandi vetture da corsa degli anni 50.
The car went on to compete in a number of other events. It eventually found its way to the States. Sulle altre macchine che se lo poteva permettere. 1955, and it's Brian Ross's magnificent 5 litri, 400 cavalli.
Best preserved car by the jury, and the prize of
best preserved car goes to the XKS, seguita subito da Tommaso Gelmini, che fa racing car from the 1950s. The T and the R stand for Tesla. 1960s, when it was sold, believe it or not, to a driving school.
Coming here. So Simon?
Actually, I expected the drivers 30 years this year, so I think a round of applause is in order, don't you? Welcome. Well, let's find out from the driver what...
Fabulous looking car.
Adrian, a few words.
Last Geneva Motor Show. Its style is very close to a vehicle that we will be launching at the Paris Motor Show.
Interesting door.
It will unfortunately not have what we call the dragonfly. We have to make sure that the interior is visible, hence the reason why we have these very large opening, possibly not in bright red. I mean, I personally love that. But
Head of Renault Design, thank you very much.
Fabulous.
I was admiring, by the way, that the drivers. Thanks very much.
And the door's going down.
You don't need a hand with the other door; it's closing on its own. Now that is a great party trick. Can you really not put those into production? Difficult, but not impossible. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I love that red and graphite grey interior.
Andrea Zagato.
Tanti auguri.
Bentley come now.
Andrea Zagato con la Bentley. Ciao Andrea. Production ready brakes, for example. So stand in the middle at your own peril. Especially, I know that obviously you want to get good. Let's have a look. I don't dare speculate how. Good afternoon. Hello, Hyundai then, please.
Yeah, this was a project we did together with Jeep, which is not limited by the manufacturing.
Now, there's a Ford, which is
Do a bit more forwards, Martin, if you would, please. You can come up to here. Of course. So, Martin Smith of Ford.
Because you can.
Martin, thank you very much. Now, we should have Ed Welburn now of General Motors Europe in the... And...
Maserati Quattroporto. Now here's the Lexus.
Good afternoon. The Lexus series of Lexus. What's Scuba?
Scuba.
Hello, Franco. Should I say Q?
Anni dalla strada.
Bugatti Veyron.
Okay, Simon, we have here something really
To
astonishing.
do that. And the winner is, don't I get an envelope or a nice pretty co-host?
Here's the...
And the winner is the 540k Mercedes Autobahn Courier. This is the car that you, the public, voted for here today is your favorite car. It's brought all the way over from the States, from the West Coast, by Arturo and Deborah Keller. And the prize is being awarded by Dr. Jean-Marc Joulers, the president, Dr. Daniel Tasch of BMW, representing Karl Baumer, who's the head of BMW Classics, not able to be with us unfortunately today.
Verso di noi, Mark.
And we also have Gino Macaluso, who I think is also a doctor. Now this is what you call a press scrum. Now you know what the Oscars are like, you see?
Jean-Marc.
Look at that.
Jean-Marc.
Arturo and Deborah Keller thanking Urs Ramsay for...
Well, the party's over. It's time to go home. And for an encore, here comes the Copa de Oro winner. Going down for another review. I see a little picture shoot maybe. Sunday morning, Villa Erbe. The winning car, missing the entrance. Oh, well, he found it. Hundai concept car. And we got one kind of concept, and we got another concept. Problem with this one, it doesn't steer very well. It's kind of, now here's an interesting, the guy in the Stratos is trying to pass the guy in the Dino. Oh boy. And watch, they'll get lost. Oh, they know where to turn. Good for them. This is great. You get the C-Type or the SS Jaguar. Sorry. Whole raft of them. But again, the contrast. And then you got this Asada Francini over here. Or Hispano Suiza, sorry. There again, contrast. All right, how about this? You got the Cadillac concept. Gonna miss the entrance. Got the Alfa Romeo. Well, they found it. Entrance found. Renault concept. Now you got cars arriving on trucks for the display. You missed it. Yeah, well, beautiful Alfa Romeo. This is just a gorgeous car. Now we got the Ford concept. And right behind it, you have very old Rolls-Royce. And then the Jaguar. Yeah, he discovered it. Another Rolls-Royce. Quite a variety of cars. Well, that was the scene outside. Here's that Pegasso arriving. Obviously there's some touring. What we have here is another touring Ferrari and other touring cars, but this Ferrari is one of their proud ones. Speaking of touring, here's some additional prized Alfa Romeos. Morning. This touring display is growing. And this red 166 is really small. They made a lot of different sizes of them in different shapes, subtle shapes. A marvelous exhibit of cars of the past. Touring. This is a 1952 212, not a 166. GM concept. Well, most of the concours cars are now in position. Crowd hasn't arrived yet. Take a little shot of all these magnificent cars. Touring at its best. Touring. One of the oldies. Touring. Did I forget to mention that we're at Villa Erbe, which again is situated on Lake Como. Wonderful site. Lake's edge. And we still have cars coming in. Along the lake's edge, another line of cars.
Cultures that have embraced the current, like in America, not just made in the millions, and here this is done, I don't know how many, I have no idea, but I mean, a few thousand a year. They all made.
We're now in the BMW display here in Villa Erbe. Now the 30th anniversary of the M1, I believe that's the new one in the middle there, or the new proposed one, but various versions thereof. Let's look at that new one again. I believe this was introduced last night at a reception. The original M1. And of course the M1, again, the Andy Warhol version and the very stock version. Well, we're about ready to see the car presentation, but here's one in itself, right at the edge of the lake. One only has to say how great this event, location, everything is. Sunday, Villa Erbe, Lake Como, Italy. Can I say anything more? I love this place.
Bensì una vettura che ha completato recentemente il rally storico più difficile immaginabile, un rally che
Pechino a Parigi in automobile, questo nel 1907. Vinse un'Itala condotta dal principe Scipione Borghese, dal suo meccanico Ettore Guizzardi e dal notissimo giornalista del Corriere della Sera Luigi Barzini.
Lo ringraziamo per il suo supporto, lui fa membro del consiglio di amministrazione della BMW. Good afternoon. Una Bentley.
Adesso degli anni 20, degli anni 30, la macchina preferita dai tipi.
All right. They love it.
Questa la particolarità di questa macchina.
E ora Simon abbiamo una vettura veramente
Daimler. Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd in this one. Voisin. Passata Francini.
Urspol Ramsayer, che è il, come si diceva, tra le vetture più care e più veloci.
Però si può azionare solo per 10 secondi prima che tutte le candele siano bruciate.
Ora Simon passiamo in Gran Bretagna con una Jaguar, anzi non proprio una Jaguar, una SS.
Dopo la guerra SS
in Svizzera qui con una costruzione dove, scusa, c'è un errore. Questa macchina per la vettura più elegante della casa, premio dato naturalmente dalla giuria. E c'è da dire che questa vettura vince la della
il signore lo ha portato per Peter, che non può essere portato,
che è una class winner da parte.
Questo cliente è un mistero, si pensa che fosse un 42, l'Alfa Romeo 6C 2003B Pescara del 1937.
One of by Pininfarina.
Nera, un po' particolare, delle streamline, quindi qualcosa di veramente fuori dal comune. Vuoi raccontarci?
Autobahn Cruiser.
Abita in California, ma loro sono
con qualcosa di molto vicino al periodo della guerra. Si tratta di una 6C 2 ieri a Villa Este, il premio che questo non lancia
allora Carlo Otto Brambilla che premia, Carlo come ho detto prima, è il segretario John Bookout che è alla guida della macchina.
E ora Simon rimane sempre una macchina affascinante guidata da
These are my favorites.
Sono vetture sportive di tutti i paesi ma con vestiti italiani. La prima è naturalmente una Ferrari.
Beautiful Ferrari. 166.
Ora Simon è la volta una Fiat, c'è la mention of honor della giuria, premiano
e che era intenzionata a mostrare al mondo cosa la Fiat poteva fare.
Una 250 GT, la prima serie
all'epoca.
Triumph.
E ora Simon da
Qualcuno qui prima
ATS.
mi ha chiesto qual era la mia macchina preferita qui.
ha una vettura italiana, come si dice, e la porta un amico del concorso.
Sì, è benissimo. La porta Gino Macaruso,
Concorrado, un altro grande amico del concorso, cambiamo categoria mention of
Whoa,
honor.
there you go, there you go. What an entry.
Macchina che è stata consegnata nuova, pensate, in Messico,
It's
ed è
an award.
rimasta in Messico per quasi 50 anni.
Francesi,
Not so
anche
big.
qui, ogni macchina che si diversa dalla precedente, anche questa per l'epoca.
Se guardiamo dietro vediamo già che la macchina
The original
ha solo
Lamborghini.
marmolata. Nome molto particolare.
Picasso.
Realizzati da designer italiano, non solo su telai italiani, in questo caso most exciting design by the jury, cioè il design una Jaguar carrozzata. Sì, qui c'è qualcosa di veramente speciale, non solo
restaurata,
Tom Jordas.
portata qui oggi. Tom, thanks very much for bringing the car here today. Great to see you.
E qui qualcosa di veramente eccezionale.
Don't have to open the door, Jim. Hanno pensato a tutto quando...
E ora Simon, anche se
La Pizzarini P538 ma
la macchina
Prototype of
ha
the
bisogno di
Lancia
essere
Stratos.
capite tutti che si tratta di una strada.
delle macchine italiane dei primi anni 70. Fantastico vederla qui oggi. Thanks very much Christian for sharing this prototype.
Apre con una macchina veramente eccezionale.
1950 Mille Miglia winner.
Sì, saranno.
Mi sembra. Sì, qui abbiamo Brian Ross dagli Stati Uniti, grande appassionato Ferrari.
Ha vinto il trofeo del presidente della FIBA per la bestia specializzata in questo genere di vetture.
Maserati.
Gelmini.
Ora per qualche minuto, poi parleremo un attimo, e questa automobile vince la mention
Del signore che ha comprato questa macchina nel 1968 in quello che deve essere sicuramente uno dei migliori.
la nostra apparato storica tra un paio di minuti.
Quando al Gran Premio.
Ed ecco la vincitrice del referendum pubblico a Villa Erbe. Quindi il board della BMW, il dottor Andrea Castronovo, presidente e amministratore delegato della BMW Italia.
Today as your favorite car of all those that were present. It's the 1937 Delahaye 135 Fagoni and Falaschi Roadster, designed not by a car designer.
Come avrete potuto vedere visitando Villa Erbe, c'è stato un raduno, un incontro touring della carrozzeria touring qui, e adesso ci sarà una breve sfilata.
Now we're going to have a tour of Tourings.
La 6C Villa Este che sfila adesso.
The Villa Este
Realizzata dalla Touring di Milano.
Alfa.
Grazie, distingo per quel fatto. Tony che guida la versione Cabriolet.
Ferrari.
Giorgio Schön, mito dei rally italiani.
Alfa Romeo.
Guida la Ferrari Marchetta.
This is marvelous. This is absolutely great.
Splendida questa 6C 2003 o 5?
Touring.
2.5.
Super leggera.
5 versione Super Sport 3 GT con la sua vecchia targa ancora. Sempre Alfa Romeo. Ancora il modello 6C. Lamborghini 350 GT, simile al modello che abbiamo visto prima, questa invece due posti secchi, grazie.
Now, here's a little Ferrari 212. Fantastic.
La Ferrari berlinetta, grazie. Sentite quel 12 cilindri da barchetta nata per correre. Questa Lamborghini si è reso conto che anche chi voleva una famiglia voleva andare forte. Splendida Alfa Romeo con una carrozzeria berlinetta aerodinamica tipica di quelle che andavano molto di moda nelle gare tipo la Mille Miglia negli anni 30.
Marvelous car. What a setting, huh? Coming through a crowd that looks like the Mille Miglia. Look at that.
Ferrari 212 berlinetta Mille Miglia.
Simile quindi alla vettura che abbiamo visto prima che aveva vinto
30th anniversary. BMW M1.
Il dottor
fare macchine in tipo italiano, proprio piene di forme alla profilista, e dopodiché subito ha fatto queste macchine, quindi siamo molto fieri di Karim e sua mamma che ho lasciato dentro dietro, che sono qui da Canada.
Renault.
Cosa abbiamo qui? Anzi, qui potremmo intervistare uno dei nostri giudici. Sì, dovremmo passare la parola qui a Patrick.
The door opening.
This is a concept car we showed at the Geneva Motor Show. It represents...
The other one's coming up. Whoops, get under there. The door's coming down.
Penserei di passare il microfono a Chris, che mentre sfilano ci commenterà un...
The crowd really loves that.
Concept.
Zagato,
Sono anche fatte qui in Italia.
Vendley Continental.
Grazie Patrick.
Rimangono di proprietà della casa dopo, di solito.
Sì, esattamente, ma quante volte sono?
Hundai.
Quarma Q.
Questo è il nome di un gruppo di indiani.
Now open the door.
Yeah,
here comes the door.
È un shock, non deve fare sempre sul shock. È canale stradale.
Thank you very much.
Now we have the Ford.
Ford Iosis X, guidata da Martin Smith.
Designers di come si dice, fa movimento, un mondo della parola.
Off it runs.
Dalla parola noi siamo dalla forma. Quindi nuova Cadillac. Ed Wilburn.
An international size Cadillac.
Well, it's much smaller than I think most Europeans are used to from the Cadillac brand, and I think this is an appropriate sized car for this market.
LFA si chiama. Good afternoon.
Sound design.
Lexus V10.
Guardate questo. The people who are here today, these are the people that have voted for the Bugatti Faubourg Partners.
Well, the show is almost over, and here's the people's choice today at Villa Erbe. Now here's the Lake Como lifestyle. Come to the concours and leave in your own boat. Oh, what a fitting end to the day, a BMW Mille Miglia car. Yeah, all right. What a great concourse. What an ending.
Adios.
I love it.